No, but they fixed it.
What do you mean?
Nest Pokemon have normal. Do you miss your pocket?
Yeah.
Nest Pokemon have normal IVs now. That's what I was saying. Lots of reports coming in that nests have changed again. So we're gonna go investigate, but it's so hot that I need a smoothie. Thanks, man. This is my first time back at Acai World since I lost my watch here. Go ahead, dude. And kind of brings back some sad memories. So anyway, nest shakeup. We're gonna go look at some of the familiar nests that we've been to on this channel before and see what they changed to, and talk a little bit about what happened. Our first stop is Ford Park, which you may remember has been a Bulbasaur nest since the game launched, and it's never changed in any of the past migrations. So we're gonna check it out and see what's going on here. So far, I don't see any Bulbasaurs on the sightings. We're gonna head over to this part of the park where a lot of them tend to spawn and see if we can find anything over there. But until then, let's talk a little bit about this newest migration. According to the reports on Reddit, it seems like nests have changed randomly this time. With previous nest migrations, Pokemon in a specific nest generally changed to the same nest afterwards, meaning every Machop nest changed to a Bellsprout nest, for example. With this migration, that's not the case. Here's a list of changes to Charmander nests that people have reported on Reddit. One Charmander nest changed to Abra, another to Diglett, Ghastly, Jinx, Magmar, Mankey, Nidoran, Onix, Ponyta. So this nest migration is all over the place. It seems like there's no way to predict what your nest has changed to. You just have to go check it out for yourself and make sure you report it on the Sylph Road's Nest Atlas. It's so hot, even the birds are just lounging. Broke 100 degrees today. It's crazy to me that people in some parts of the world are worried about prepping for winter and how they're gonna play Pokemon Go when it starts snowing outside. And here it is, late September in Southern California, and it's over 100 degrees. We haven't seen any Bulbasaurs. There's nothing on my sightings right now. Is that just me? But it seems like there's not a whole lot of Pokemon activity at this park. And oh, there they are, they're back. You know, we haven't seen anything spawn, let alone in multiples. So it's possible that this was removed as a nest. Okay, here's an Oddish. Someone on Twitter told me that this might be an Oddish Nest now. And we did see one on the sightings when we first got here. This is obviously a different one because that one despawned and this one appeared on the list. So that's one Oddish. I finally have enough candies for that, by the way. No more on sightings, but we're gonna keep walking around and see what happens. Okay, we have another Oddish on sightings. That's the first Pokemon that we're gonna be seeing multiples of. And remember, this park, when it was a Bulbasaur nest, didn't spawn Bulbasaurs really frequently. There were probably only one or two at a time spawning. So if this is an Oddish nest, we'll likely see similar behavior where it's not going to spawn huge numbers of Oddish, but they will be spread out across the park over time. Okay, no Oddish yet, but I have 7, 6, 8, I don't know. I have some eggs hatching. I know there's 6 5Ks and 2 2Ks. I'm not sure if they're all going to hatch right now though. Yep, they are all gonna hatch right now, because that's a 2K, and I have 15 candies. By the way, I evolved a Jigglypuff, and I didn't show you guys, so I'm sorry about that. I evolved it before the episode about counters, because I was trying to get a good Wigglytuff to talk about it as a Dragonite counter. That didn't work out, but I apologize. You'll get to see the next one I evolve. Spearow, okay, that's the other 2K. Up next, I thought 4.9. The Oddish is gone, so let's head back that way. We'll try to find it. And then these eggs are gonna hatch pretty soon. There it is. Go Plus started vibrating to let me know there was a Pokemon in range. I had a feeling it was an Oddish. And here it is. So that's Oddish number 2. This could possibly be an Oddish Nest now. Obviously seeing 2 is not enough to warrant a report, but I am gonna, after I catch this one, hop on the Sylph Road and check out the Nest Atlas to see if anyone else has reported this park as an Oddish Nest. I've talked a lot about the Sylph Road's Nest Atlas before, but again, it is the only nest map that's worth using, in my opinion, because it's designed to handle migrations like this. So this nest used to be a Bulbasaur nest. I'm gonna check out Bulbasaur right now and look at the nest map. So you can see that there are pins here, one across the riverbed at the golf course, one on this side. And if I click on that pin, you can see that before the third Great Migration today, September 26th, or is that yesterday? Yesterday, September 26th, there are plenty of reports of Bulbasaur. And there's a divider here for third Great Migration, which means any reports submitted after September 26th will appear above that divider. So it has separations for every migration, so you can know whether or not this nest has been reported as a Bulbasaur nest before or after the migration. Now I'm going to go check Oddish and see if anyone's reported this park as an Oddish nest. There is. Look at that. Confirmed reports. So you can see under the Oddish report, before the third Great Migration, Bulbasaur reports. Afterwards, a few Oddish reports. No comment, 3 or 4 at a time. You're lucky. How do I get 3 or 4 at a time? Either way, this is reported as an Oddish Nest now. So that confirms what I've seen here. So again, I think the Sylph Road's Nest Atlas... Hello?
I'm battling the gym.
Oh. Battling the gym. That's kind of a good idea. While she does that, let me just finish up my plug for the Sylph Road here, which, by the way, I'm not getting paid to say this. I just think these guys have designed a really good tool, and it's super useful for all Pokemon Go players. Check out the Sylph Road's Nest Atlas if you haven't already. Links in the description, and go check out your local nests. Report what they've changed to. Now, my 5Ks are hatching. Whoa. What does that mean? Should I follow the link? I'm gonna do it. That's another Slowpoke back there, and that has good IVs. I can tell already from its CP, but oh, it's Pokemon Go Plus troubleshooting. We'll come back to that. Okay, I had to move because someone was playing music really loud, but like I was saying, this Slowpoke is gonna have good IVs. My perfect IV Slowpoke hatched at 696. This one's 686, so it's pretty close to perfect. That's going to get evolved, and hopefully I can get a better Slowpoke, or a better Slowbro than what I have now, and good moves. Psyduck. Yeah, I was going to say something, because I'm sitting here with all these ducks. But anyway, there it is. Psyduck hatched among the ducks, and it's worth evolving. Tentacool. Could this finally be the one? 489. Finally, I finally have a Tentacool that's worth evolving. Ekans.
There's another Oddish sightings.
There is. Ooh, Growlithe, sweet. Okay, Cassie says there's another Oddish on sightings. I hope this is a good Growlithe. It is a good Growlithe. I'm gonna evolve that Growlithe, and I'm excited because I haven't had a good Growlithe in a while. Diglett. Cool. Overall, pretty happy with the hatches. There is another Oddish on sightings, so we'll go try to find that before we head to the next nest. There it is, or they are, really. Oddish cluster spawn. So, nest confirmed. That's enough evidence for me to report this. So once I'm done catching these, I'm gonna do just that. Did you get them?
Yeah.
Me too. Oddish cluster spawn. I'm gonna head back to the Sylph Road. That's the support page. And I'm going to add my report to the existing Oddish reports here at Ford Park in Bell Gardens. A nest. I suggest all of you do this whenever you come across a nest. Please report it to the Sylph Road, because the more people use this site, the better it gets. So I'm just gonna add my report here. Yes, I found Oddish. Frequent spawn area, I actually saw a cluster spawn. Cluster spawn near gym. Done. Report submitted. And with that done, we're gonna head to the next park, which is Southgate Park, which started as a Scyther nest, became a Staryu nest, then a Jinx nest, and now I've heard that it's a Charmander nest. So if that's true, I'm really excited to head over there because I still need Charmander candies.
Slime chili.
Cassie loves these things. Wagon wheels, Mexican wagon wheels. I don't know. I don't know what they actually are.
I call them wheelies.
With lime and chili.
Yep.
All right, Southgate Park. We're here. No Charmanders on sightings yet. But we're gonna head down to the south side of the park, which is where we saw the majority of nest spawns previously. So maybe once we get down to this street here, we'll start seeing Charmanders pop up. What's your name now?
I'm Alex though.
Alex.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
It's I evolved it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The Charmander actually right there.
Yeah. That one just disappeared from my...
Yeah. It's nice meeting you though.
Yeah, you too, man. Take it easy.
Have a nice day.
All right, let's see. This Charmander was right over here. There it is. Charmander number 1. Did you get it already?
Yeah.
Wow, first try? Got it too. Now let's appraise it. Really strong. Okay, so this is evidence of things changing. One, Pokemon caught at nests used to have below average IVs most of the time, but you can see this Charmander, which I just caught here at this Charmander nest, has somewhere between 67 and 80% IVs, and attack is its strongest stat, so that means the Pokedex IV bug is fixed, where Pokemon at the beginning of the Pokedex had low attack IVs. So I already have a Charmander worth evolving, but that's 62 candies. There's no more on sightings, but we're gonna keep looking. We're gonna stop here and battle this gym really quick, and this is really cool because I've never actually seen this in person before. There's a Kangaskhan here, which, you know, it's exciting, but at the same time, it makes you wonder, did this person actually travel for it, or did they spoof over to Australia and catch it? Hopefully Niantic takes care of that. I don't think it's possible to completely eliminate spoofing, but they can crack down on it a little harder because things like this are really cool, but if I find out that Cheeto spoofed his way to Australia to get this, I'm gonna be pretty upset. But here it is, my first time battling a Kangaskhan. Its attack animations are so cool. I'm gonna use this stomp.
Oh yeah.
It gets like...
It's like a huge foot. So I'm sorry,
cool.
kid. I didn't mean to kill you.
I really want one now. That was a quick one. Easy. Drop the Snorlax. And another Charmander on sightings now. So let's go find that. Well, we walked away and walked back, and there's a Charmander right here next to the gym. This gym. So here it is, Charmander number 2 at Southgate Park. Got it. 65 candies. This one's not good though. Transfer. There's another Charmander on the sightings. We haven't seen too many since we've been here, but it's already getting dark and we have one more nest to head to. So on our way out, I'm just gonna check the Sylph Road again to look at, gotta authenticate. By the way, you do need a Reddit account to use the Sylph Road, so if you don't have one, go sign up, it's free. I'm gonna look at Charmander Nests and see what's been reported here at Southgate Park. There are a couple reports, looks like right here on the south side of the park where we are. Lots of confirmed Charmander reports. As I said before, this used to be a Jinx nest, and here it is, Charmander. So Southgate Park, definitely a Charmander nest now. We're gonna head to our last nest, which is probably gonna be the most exciting, but it's all gonna be dark. Here we go. All right, we're here at the Pike in Long Beach, and I didn't want to spoil it, but this has become an execute nest. I know that because a ton of people told me on Twitter. But here it is. We just parked in the parking structure and already the first execute has appeared. So I'm pretty excited about this, especially considering that Nest Pokemon no longer have low IVs. There's a chance I might find a decent Execute to evolve tonight. Wish me luck. There's one. Let's check the IVs on that. Pretty
So
decent. Bye.
The plushes are 10 or 2 for 18. 2 be only 18.
One stop Pokestop.
Asian squat.
Here it is. Execute number 2. 582.
582.
I would evolve that if it had good IVs.
Party boat over there.
Excellent. Excellent. I better catch it on that. There it is. Bad puns. Catch Pokemon. No good. And I want to add something to this gym because I've never had anything at the Lighthouse gym. We just ended the night with some halal guys, but before this episode's over, I do want to say one thing. A lot of new nests were added. There were 2,740 something new nests reported to the Sylph Road in the first 24 hours since the migration. So if you're one of those people who doesn't have a lot of nests nearby, head out, check your parks, see if you got one. That's it for this episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Today we're talking about spawn points, and I know that the spawn point here in range of the cabin spawns a Pokemon at the 23rd minute of every hour. So I've just opened my game for the first time, and we should see a Pokemon popping up right around here. There it is, Oddish. That spawn point spawns at the 23rd minute of every hour, meaning 9:23, this Oddish spawned. At 10:23, something else will spawn. 11:23. For the most part, every spawn point in Pokemon Go works this way.